So some of the lessons that we learned between last year's major and this year's major is we really wanted to enhance the experience for attendees. So if you were at last year's major, you'll notice that this year there's a lot more things to do from a fan perspective. It's much more robust. It's much more interactive. We have the RFID tag, so you can go around and you can, win prizes and you can participate, take things home with you, and also the arena itself. The Fox Theater was an amazing venue. I think that it was great for ELEAGUE's first major. It was a really intimate experience, but we really wanted to bring a major to a big kind of arena feel. And so what we did is we looked up and down the East Coast and tried to find the right venue that worked for us. And I still think you have that intimate feel, but you also have that feeling of a really, really big event with a huge breadth. I mean, Boston has a really robust community here, college community out here, and so we knew that there would be a lot of interest from that perspective. You're seeing a lot of esports come into Boston. Most recently, they've had a League of Legends tournament up here. They've had a Dota major up here. From a personal perspective, I grew up in New England, so maybe there was a little bit of me that wanted to bring esports up to New England and up to where I was from. And Agganis Arena just provided us, again, that way for us to have an intimate experience, but also have that arena feel to it. That is a tough one. I think I'm just proud of the team all coming together and putting together this major. The format of this major was not like any other major that's been done. One of the factors is we've done all three stages of the major, kind of the qualifier period and the challenger period and the legends period, all in one. And pulling that together, having it be multi-city and still coming up to Boston and having it be this amazing experience, and also having an amazing experience in Atlanta and us being able to just pull it off. I'm just proud of the team and the work that they've done. We wanted to create the best experience possible, and we wanted to provide opportunities for people who wanted to maybe enhance their experience. Once we announced it, we did get some negative feedback about it, and we really came together very quickly, and we talked it through, and we just realized that it probably wasn't the best fit, and we decided to pull it after listening to community feedback. We have a pretty robust marketing social media team, and then in addition, all of us check social media and Reddit to look for feedback. And it definitely is a balance, right? You can't listen to every single piece of feedback and integrate every single piece of feedback, but the feedback around the enhanced experience was definitely, it was so significant that we couldn't ignore it, and as we talked through certain aspects of it, we just realized it didn't make sense. But we definitely listened to community feedback. The more constructive, the better. But we definitely listened to community feedback because we really care about the esports community, right? We're not this just big company that doesn't care about what the community has to say. We think that they're important. They're the foundation of esports, and for us to just disregard significant feedback would have been a real mistake for us. It was surprising to us, it was surprising, but once we talked it through and kind of understood the core, it made sense. I think that we wouldn't have put out a product if we thought we were going to get that much negative feedback to it. And once we did, again, we started to really understand where the community was coming from and make a move to actually remove the program. Sometimes visa issues are outside of our control. We left ample time for teams to secure visas, but we can't control what their governments do. So all we can do is provide letters of support and provide anything that they might need, but we can't control what a government does. And so unfortunately, there were players affected by that. And there's not much more that we could have done. We're really dedicated to creating best-in-class experiences across the board, whether that's a production, whether that's how we treat our players, whether we treat our teams. We always have a philosophy that we want players across any of the esports that we do to come across the ELEAGUE stage and be like, oh my God, I made it into ELEAGUE, right? And we want them to walk away feeling like they've had a good experience. So I think that's what we do to set ourselves apart. It's not that we actively look at other tournaments and think about ways that we can just push them aside. I think we just want our reputation to stand on its own and hope that everybody walks away from feeling good from the experience and therefore want to participate in our tournaments and watch our tournaments and, do everything that we consume, everything that we create.